Hey everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. I know it's been some time since the last video was posted. What can I say? Busy summer. So happy Labor Day weekend. Mine is kicking off a little early here. I've got Friday off. So yeah, we're out of the summer season supposedly. Kids have been back to school for 2 weeks now. That's one side effect of the pandemic. Local school district opened up 2 weeks early this year, so we'll see. I think they're planning ahead to potentially have days that they got to close down when there's outbreaks, this and that. Whatever the case is, Labor Day is always recognized as the unofficial end of summer, whether it is or not. I'm looking out here at some nice smoke. If you've watched the news, you know that there's some extreme weather in various parts of the country. The hurricane just hit Louisiana and went all the way up into, I think the last I heard it had passed through Jersey. Not hurricane, obviously, but remnants of Ida. We've had, between Oregon, Washington, California, over 2 million acres burned this year, which is, go us. Yeah, it's amazing. So, anyway, it's been a summer. Kids and I, wife, we've done a lot of good camping, good trips. Planned ahead, had reservations, because, yeah, you know, it's kind of the way of the world now. But, gonna get back down to business, get some saws going here. I put a lot off over the summer, just, a lot of folks got an email back saying, hey, nope, contact me in September. You know, here we are in September, so we'll get it going again. And I'm kind of thinking, just in fair, transparency, whatever you want to call it, probably for a while, a number of years, this is probably the way it'll go. I'll probably start tailing off videos in late May and take the summers off. I think that's going to be the right thing to do. Best thing for my family, my own sanity. Everybody needs a break now and again. Just seems to be so much going on. It's not fair to you guys if you send a saw in for repair and then it sits here for 3 months because I'm out of town every weekend, or it sure feels like that. So, anyhow, I think that's the way I'll do it. And, I'll start kind of, as we get towards next May, I'll start talking about it on the channel so that everybody is aware of what's going on. But hell, let's get down to some chainsaw stuff. I'll be doing some repairs this weekend, but finally did something that I've been wanting to do for just quite a while now, and that's build a diagnostic tool. Over the summer, I had a guy contact me and say, hey, I got a bunch of old parts, and I don't know, he was saying, I don't know that they're worth a whole heck of a lot. They may not even be worth your time to ship. And he sent the pictures, and they've all got the white death on them and all of that, but I might be able to do something. So what is this abomination? It's a diagnostic tool. So I get a lot more now than ever carbs that'll be sent to me saying, hey, I either tried rebuilding this, didn't work, or could you just rebuild it? I don't even want to mess with it. And in a situation like that where maybe that's the first thing that's being tackled on the saw, that carburetor work's important, but it's not the only thing. You can have a saw that has ignition, carburation, compression, all kinds of problems, but I want to have a way of showing that a carburetor that I've rebuilt is ready to rock and roll. I'm comfortable with it. Very seldom do I miss something. I'm not bragging. It's just a reality. I've gone through enough of these, learned the hard way on a few. You don't forget those lessons, and I'm pretty comfortable that the carbs I send back out to you guys are fixed and done right. But this is going to be one way to help prove that. So this is just an XL12 carcass that was in that box. It had a points ignition system on it. and that was good. So I've added it to my pile of parts and put enough of the saw back together to do this. Now obviously I've literally sawed the throttle handle off, and I used one of my milling bits, which that's an experiment we'll talk about later, the milling bits. But I used one of those to cut out this hole. Now why the hell would I cut up a starter cover? Well, it had a broken tab anyway. I don't feel bad about that. This was never going to go on someone's saw again. It was going to go in the trash can. And I thought, well, I want a saw that I can test carburetors on, but why shouldn't I have a saw that I can test blue coils on? Why shouldn't I? So with this nice little cutesy access hole, I can get to both of those mounting screws, and I can take the coil out. I don't have to pull the starter cover. Okay, so it's 3 screws. It's 3 screws. Time is a commodity that I won't say I'm not oozing excess of. It's not like I'm looking for stuff to do. So anything I can do to make my life easier and get a task done more efficiently, well, sheesh, I'm going to take it at this point. So now I just put an electronic coil bracket, electronic flywheel. I had a flywheel that had a fin broken off. You're not going to use it on a production saw, but on a test mule? Why the hell not? So I was actually able to take some stuff that really wasn't of any use and put it to use. So again, Super EZ or Super XL blue coils, I can test them on here now. I know the thing runs. I know it runs good. I've tested it in all angles. So I'm comfortable that pretty much any SDC, probably any Tillotson HS carb, and any of the Zamas that are intended, which is what's on here right now for a Super XL, I can test those. An SDC off a Mac 1010, I can put it on here and at least make sure the damn thing runs. Pretty cool. So, let's run it. Okay, stack muffler so it's louder than crap, but that's okay. That is a test mule. That's all it is. It's an ugly old conglomeration of parts, but if you send me a Super XL carb, hell, an SDC from a 1050, something from a 925, again, some of those Macs that used an SDC or an HS, I'm going to be able to bolt it on here and at least fire it up and know that it'll hold it idle and that I can tune the high and low just like I was doing with this Zama right here. So this is just going to be, like I say, a tool that goes on the bench, and depending on what it is I need to test or check, it can be done quickly and efficiently.